Frock the Fortnight, Frock the Fortnight, Frock the Fortnight. It's a bit like Mark the Week.
Trademark.
Well, hello there, I'm Gemini.
And I'm Miasma.
And together we are
The Vegan Queens.
She's my daughter. I know we look like sisters, don't we?
She's me mum.
Don't say a word. Just saying. Now, first of all, we would like to, with our first part of this, episode 3 of Frock the Fortnight, Frock the Fortnight, Frock the Fortnight. It's a bit like Mark the Week.
Trademark.
On this, the third episode of Frock the Fortnight, we're going to start with China.
Jane.
I don't know why we have to say it like Trump.
Yeah.
But there you go. And first, I've made a lovely pot of lovely matcha. Would you join me in one?
I'd love to join you in a cup of brew. Oh, look.
I've put milk and sweetener in it.
Yeah.
Because we would like to make a toast to the Chinese New Year.
Indeed. Happy Lunar New Year, all. Year of the Rat this year.
Is it the Year of the Rat this year?
Year of the Rat this year.
Oh, I wonder what years that covers.
I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know whether I'm pig or monkey.
I think I'm rabbit. No, I'm not rabbit. I'm something else. I'm something.
Anyway.
Cheers, dears.
Cheers to you all, my dears. And of course, we can't talk about China without talking about what's been very much in the headlines for the last 2 weeks, which is, of course, coronavirus. Now, that is not somebody with a cold singing Rhythm of the Night, although that might be a nice spectacle.
I'd enjoy it.
It is a very deadly disease, yet another one that has transferred from animals to humans. When will we learn, Maya?
Oh, love.
When will folk learn?
The power of willful ignorance cannot be overestimated.
I mean, these are deemed to be some of the most dangerous viruses, aren't they? Because they've come from animals.
Well, yeah.
Of course, there's all this antibiotic resistance now because we're pumping animals with antibiotics.
Exactly.
To raise them for slaughter. But this market in Wuhan, the list of wild animals that were on sale there.
It's shocking, really, isn't it?
I know everybody stands up and says they're against the Yulin Dog Festival. We just wish you'd make the connection.
Yeah.
An animal is an animal is an animal.
Join those dots, please.
They've all got feelings. All of them.
They've all got emotions. They've all got things they want to do with their lives.
Very scary though, this coronavirus, which is an anagram of carnivorous. Very, very scary though, miasma.
I'm quite scared about it, actually, in many ways.
Well, the numbers have gone up. I mean, it's some 20,000 infected now, and almost 500 have died, and we're not 2 weeks in.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's already worse than, was it called SARS?
SARS, yeah.
One of the other ones.
Yeah, someone was talking about it on telly the other day. Yeah.
Yet another coronavirus. Coronavirus actually means a virus that's jumped from an animal to a human.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not the name of this virus, it's the coronavirus type.
Yes.
Kind of thing. So I don't think this one's necessarily got a name as yet.
No, it's more the subspecies, if you... It's a bit like that film in it, The Faculty. Do you remember that film?
Love
Great
that film. Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett with sticky out. Love it.
He's so cute in that film.
Isn't he? Very good. Very good cast. Love
Very good cast.
Excellent.
Teacher were horrible.
She was foul, wasn't she? All of them. And that one with the ginger hair that went crazy with scissors.
Horrible.
That's in a massacre like that since my nan took up needlework. Anyway, but yeah, you know, they had like little slugs, didn't they? And when they went into their hosts, and then they transferred from there to there to there, didn't they?
Speaking of slugs, I got a new job in a massage parlour.
No,
I did. Doing Thai massage. Do you know what it is?
Is it all above the plimsoll line?
This is according to them in that massage parlour, and I've been doing it. You have a bucket of soapy water.
Yes.
You pour it on the man, and then you massage him.
Yeah.
With your foof.
No.
It was fun at first, but it soon turned into hard labia.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm going to say, have you been getting on? Have you been getting on there? Look, she's getting stuck. She was wedged tight. Her leg were going purple. Anyway, that's nice, isn't it? Onwards and upwards.
First client screamed at me, "Don't bring that panda near me," I said, "Hey, You leave Lucy alone.
Exactly. Bit of eucalyptus.
What else has happened this last fortnight?
Well, it's been a lot of doom and gloom, hasn't it? It's been very upsetting.
The UK has left the European Union.
Missing EU already.
I'm not happy about that.
No.
I know that there's a lot of talk about, there's a lot of people just say that they didn't like the idea of a kind of foreign institution with unelected bodies having a say in what went on in this country.
Right.
But I've heard so much from people over this last few days where they've said, oh, well, I did it for this reason, and I'm like,
It's got nothing to do with it.
that was the Tory government.
Yeah.
So anything to do with your benefits, anything to do with the tax in this country, anything to do with the NHS, with waiting times, with bureaucracy in this country, is to do with this country, and it's got nothing to do with the EU. But people got bamboozled, and it's a shame. There should be more education when it comes to politics.
I think it's a combination of more education from early on.
Absolutely.
I've said this to you before.
Absolutely.
Schools, you know, you learn a lot of things.
You could make it into a fun class.
Yeah, they do it in America, political science.
I know.
They have a politics class, don't they? But what do you learn in this country? Oh, la-di-da, oh, solve A for B. I'm not saying that's not a nice thing. What I am saying is, why is school not being used to teach you how to balance a checkbook? Or do your tax return, how to educate yourself about voting? And so on and so forth. That would be a useful life skill.
Absolutely.
In IRL, in real life.
I mean, I went to school in the 80s.
Yes.
You know, and we got taught some fabulous life skills. Taught me how to make a baked stuffed potato, a pie, a lovely salad. I learned how to do needlework, how to wire a plug, how to use a washing machine.
See, I never learned that.
These were like really, it was all called domestic science.
Domestic science, yeah.
It was absolutely great. Needlework, cookery, you know, the whole kit and caboodle. Fabulous.
Food technology, soups and sauces.
So
yeah, it was alright. And I learned how to use a sewing machine, but I've now forgotten, so that didn't last. But the thought were there.
Yeah.
But no, I think definitely
use it or lose it.
Exactly.
That's the truth, isn't it?
That's the truth of the matter.
You learn something new, you've got to use it or you're going to lose it.
Exactly.
You don't want to bruise it. Definitely don't abuse it.
Get back on that sewing machine instead of queuing in Topshop.
So yeah, we've got coronavirus.
Yeah.
We've got the EU and us coming plummeting out, and it is a very difficult subject to talk about because of course there have been a lot of videos going around. Stacey and Tracy, I know you've seen that one. And a lot more people at these rallies who couldn't actually define why they'd left the EU. They couldn't define it. They just kept saying, well, we get our control back, we get our sovereignty back. We never lost either of those things. We always had control, we always had sovereignty. And that's the big shame about this, is that we were now all in this position. Somebody very wisely put the other day, 17 million people decided the fate of 66 million people.
It's true that. True as chips.
Isn't it?
Yeah, no, you're right. I always think it's really funny as well. Talk about cognitive dissonance with the the dog festival and the pigs as well. Talk about sovereignty and unelected people. You'll often find though people who say things like that are massive monarchists as well. I'm like, what do you think they are?
What do you think the SLRs is in this country?
Unelected people making choices about your life.
Let's not forget Boris put somebody in the House of Lords not so long back who had left government.
Because he knew we weren't going to win. That's why.
So he put someone in there. And much like Trump did with
that's dirty Trump.
What's he called? Alleged rapist man.
Oh, yeah. Him.
That ended up as, you know, in the
everybody in that Trump administration looks like they've spent their lives being turned down for a mortgage, don't they? Like this.
Do you know, and the awful part is that they're all. This is why I think politics it needs to be shaken up drastically like never before, because a lot of the Republicans in America now are scared of speaking out because they know what Trump will do to them, and he'll destroy them on Twitter because he's been allowed to do that with other people. Why are we allowing this to happen? Much like in this country, we allowed the vote to go through, the referendum, we took the result of the referendum as read, even though within the first year after the vote, hundreds of thousands of people came out and said, I've been duped, I've changed my mind.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands. Then, of course, it came out about Cambridge Analytica and the manipulation that they'd used on Facebook. And Boris was still riding his little buzz around, 350 million a week to the EU, to the NHS if we leave the EU.
I was to that fact, yeah, absolutely.
And yet, we knew all this, so the Leave campaign was fined £70,000 for breaking electoral law, spending too much. And yet, it's still all carried on. This is what I'm not understanding. It's like, surely when the first thing came out, oh, hang on, there's a discrepancy there, that wasn't fair, the vote should have been looked at again.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
And let us not forget as well, that doesn't get mentioned quite a lot, that vote was advisory. They
As
weren't
all referendums are.
absolutely, they were under no obligation to actually do it. You know, so let's, think about that. There's stages upon stages upon stages where somebody might have said, hang on.
Like that 84-year-old woman said in the social club when they interviewed her on the telly, at least Nigel got what he wanted. You're not laughing now, are you?
Yeah. You know what, as well, with Nigel as well, first of all, see him in the EU Parliament with the flags and everything. Oh, it made me want to vom.
It was just an embarrassment, an embarrassment to our country after a 47-year relationship with an institution. We can't change if we're not in.
No.
And by goodness did the EU need some change. Of course it did.
Yeah, we're not saying that.
But let's not forget this point as well. What we did pay into the EU was paid back fivefold into this country with grants for rehabilitation and for rejuvenation and for country parks.
Yeah.
And I think that we could have helped change how animals are treated, but only in the EU.
Yeah, exactly.
We could have had an influence.
I agree.
Anyway, there's no point crying over spilled milk.
Gotcha. No.
But there's every need and every right to say to people, educate yourselves.
Absolutely.
Properly. Not with headlines from the Sun or the Daily Express. Not with mouth words from mouth breaths from Piers Morgan or Milo Janovic or whatever he's called.
That one.
Do you know what I mean? Or Trump or Boris.
No.
Look into things for yourself.
Yeah, because if you don't, as Mark Twain once said, history doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes.
And here's the thing as well, people get upset with you saying that. If I didn't think you had the capacity to be more intelligent than you are right now because of your actions, I'd just be like, not interested, don't want to talk to you. I know you have the capacity to be better.
Defo.
Be better.
Yeah. Let's bookmark that by saying the one good thing to come out of the whole thing is, can we have Nigel off the telly now, please? His party no longer exists. They've achieved what they wanted to achieve, so therefore the Brexit Party should no longer exist, and Nigel Farage can get off the damn telly. Because I'm sick of seeing his smug, dirty rat little face.
It would be nice for him to get off the telly, wouldn't it? Gets a bit bitter when you get towards the bottom.
So do I. Anyway, after all that, there have been some little bright spots, haven't there?
There's a beautiful new commercial.
Gorgeous.
In there. In fact, I'm going to link it up there. I'll link the commercial up there. It was shown at the Super Bowl.
Was it one of the Super Bowls?
I think it was.
Because the Super Bowl's been really queer friendly this year in their adverts.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. It's a Starbucks commercial, isn't it?
It is.
And it's dealing with the issue of identity and how important it is for us as human beings to be identified by you, other human beings, how we see ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. So we won't spoil it too much, but go and watch it.
Up there. It's absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
And I think we have to hold on to things like that at the moment, don't we? We have to hold on to the good bits because there's been so much horror. I mean, it looks like Trump's going to get away with everything he's done.
Wouldn't wonder.
Because the Senate have voted for no witnesses and no documents. So I'm not sure whether the actual vote will be Tuesday or Wednesday. It might even be Friday this week. I'm not sure on the actual timings.
Yeah, I'm not 100%.
But he's going to get acquitted. And what message does that? That's my prediction. He's just going to get acquitted. None of this is impeachable.
Isn't it awful these days after everything we've been through? I wouldn't be at all surprised.
Neither would I.
No.
But we're an appalling message it sends
it's
out
awful.
to. We're sending a message to all our young people out there at the moment with the election, with giving power and helping them to retain power to people like Trump and Boris Johnson. We're saying you can be a complete narcissistic, moronic schmuck and still make it to the very top of the ladder.
Yeah. And in
That's
fact, we're
what
going to
we're
reward
saying.
you for it. Yeah.
And then we've got what we were saying last week, the juxtaposed message from the Prince and Princess.
Yes.
Saying this life isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Read the room. Read what people are telling you.
You've got to read the room.
Go and look at that chest of drawers.
Episode
What's it
1.
saying?
Read the room.
It's interesting though, we've had so much, we have to look for these little bright spots, as you said. We've had a lot of negative messages, haven't we, in the media? You know, it's really interesting. I was talking to lovely Jason from those vegan guys earlier, and I said it's fascinating, isn't it? Because you see, the reason I think we get so much negative news sometimes is, and I'll try not to sound too Bernie Sanders here if you're not a fan. By the way, people need to learn what socialism means. That's just a sidebar. But
nothing to be scared of.
Nothing to be socialism is nothing to be scared of. Don't you ever? Right. Adamant. And it's capitalism, isn't it? You know why? Because if we get a lot of happy news, happy people don't buy as much. Marilyn Manson said it about 15 years ago after the school shootings when he was implicated and blamed as like you're having a negative influence on people. Yeah. He's like, no, you know why you hear all this? Because they want to keep you hungry to buy things to make you feel better. That's why you hear all the negative stuff all the time. So find those little bright spots.
And speaking of little bright spots, I think that's a very important message for us to portray today, is that, you know, in your own life, your partner, your kids, your local community, a group that you attend and have a chat and a coffee.
Yeah.
The smiling face of the greengrocer every time you're going to buy your avocados.
Hey, Papa!
Hold on to those little pockets of joy.
Lovely.
Because they're very important, aren't they? And I think that we need to appreciate and acknowledge them more as well.
Yeah.
Just because we're going through a bit of a dark world period at the moment.
Look, I couldn't have said it better, love. Look for the joy that can't be monetised and keep hold of it. Someday, somebody's gonna make you want it. Yeah.
Turn around and say goodbye. Do it, baby. You gotta let him hold you down and make you cry. Don't you know? Things will go your way if you hold on for one more day.
Hold on for one more day.
I didn't like the way you were talking then with stuff in your mouth.
I'm really sorry.
It's foul.
Do you know what it was though?
Because I couldn't like that before.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the lyrics to that line, so I thought if I pretend to be drinking, I'll get away with it. I do it on stage all the time. Shh.
I just mime on stage. If I don't know about the song, leave her to do it.
Yeah, I'll give someone the mic. Come on, everyone, you know this.
Hey, speaking of songs,
Quick.
and us performing, we should mention that again.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll put a link down there and all to the Facebook event Revolution in Manchester. Did you know that a lot of the dates from Naked Attraction are filmed in Revolution?
I knew it was Manchester, but I didn't know it was Revolution.
They showed it this week. Actually showed Revolution upstairs where they filmed the dates. Well, we'll be doing a show.
Yeah.
April the 12th, Easter special. What's it called, man?
It's called Bunny She Better Do Brunch.
Oh, Bunny She Better Do.
Oh, Bunny She Better Do. Oh, but yeah, that's the lyrics.
We'd love you to come along. Now, we're not selling the tickets. We've just been booked as the hostesses. Yeah. So you've got to get in touch with the email address or the phone number that's on that event page. But we'll link it down there because it'd be nice for you to have a look.
And they're lovely. Ring them up, have a chat. They're lovely.
They are.
Book your tickets, have a chinwag, come and see us perform. Have a drink. Don't if you don't want.
Oh, we will sing for you.
Bit of vegan scram.
Right, load of songs.
Loads of songs. What are vaguely Easter themed.
Well, what else have we got to talk about for this last thought? Picard. Now I know Miasma, you're not a fan.
It's not that I'm not a fan, I'm just...
Well, you're not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan, that's not saying anything detrimental.
Want a bit more to
Yeah. She's not a fan of the whole Star Trek thing. Me, I love it. Always have done.
A bit me.
Ooh.
What?
Come out all lumpy.
Yeah. Say. Sorry. Sorry.
The new series from Star Trek Picard. 2 episodes been on so far. Absolutely fantastic. If you're a fan of Star Trek, get in there. It's on Amazon. Yeah.
Oh, can I do a little telly shout out actually? Because I've been finding some inspiration in a show.
Do it.
Yeah. iPlayer, BBC, or if you're in America or elsewhere, if you've got Hulu, it's on there. It's called Shrill.
Oh.
And it's adapted from the book by Lindy West, and it's about this fat woman, and I don't say fat as an insult because it's not, it's a descriptor. And she refers to herself that way, and she has a bit of an issue at work. I won't spoil it for you, and she decides she's not going to let people treat her the way that larger women are expected to behave. And it's beautiful. It's really lovely cast. Half an hour, 8 episodes a season.
Shrill.
Shrill. Yeah, really
What's
nice.
it on? Hulu
and BBC iPlayer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lovely. I think these are the times, aren't they, when we all rely on our escapes.
Yes.
Because it's important too. You can keep yourself politically and environmentally and worldly aware, but if you don't have those breaks...
Yeah, well, you've got a self-care, haven't you, as well?
Of course you have. Self-care is massively important.
Particularly if you're active online and social media and, you're talking to people who can, some of these trolls are horrible.
Oh, I know.
You've got to be able to balance that, because that's emotional labour.
Let's not forget about the trolls, though.
Yeah.
They are damaged people. If they weren't damaged, they wouldn't be trying to damage others.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to see when you call people out for stuff these days. You get attacked for calling people out, just like with the referendum and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, well, am I just supposed to say, Caroline next door? There is no Caroline next door. Caroline next door voted for Brexit, and then the Tory party after being a lifelong Labour supporter. Because she wanted our sovereignty back. Am I just supposed to say, oh, well, let's carry on and be friends? It's difficult, isn't it?
It's very difficult to, when you look at what politics is, which, as I've said before, it's morality in action.
But I was linking it in with the trolls as well. It's difficult to know how to deal with people.
Yeah.
You can be supportive and say, educate yourself, and they'll take that offensively.
Yeah.
You can say, don't post horrible things to people online because it just makes you look horrible.
Yeah.
And they'll take that offensively. Yeah. And then you're suddenly the attacker. Then you're like, oh, it's an hard world. If you don't mind having to go without things, it's a fine life.
Tell you what, though diseased rats threaten to bring a plague in. No, let's contemporise it. Though diseased pigs threaten to bring a plague in. It's a fine life.
And the grass is green and dense on the right side of the fence.
Literally the right.
Though it sometimes touches me, but the likes of such as me, mine's a fine life.
Don't burn your fingers. I never do, my dear, I never do. Speaking of not burning your fingers...
Shut up and drink your gin.
These sausages are mouldy! Because they weren't Linda McCartney. We've had a problem come through for our agony corner.
We've got a couple, haven't we?
Have you got one, have you?
No, you were the one that raised this, so you need to deal with it.
Yes, sorry, I've been remiss.
One of our lovely friends.
I won't say her name.
No, we can say Linda.
Okay.
And we're also allowed to say from last week's about the unsolicited dick pics, that was our Bobby.
Yeah.
Bohemian Bee.
Yeah. And I hope she's made some key rings. That's all I can say.
Damn right, girl.
Possibly in Germany.
But this is Linda.
Yes.
Linda said her husband won't take her to IKEA.
Yeah. And I said I would deal with that problem, didn't I? So I will. Hello, Linda. Leave him.
And the next problem,
And the next problem. Oh, It's Dear Miasma and Gemini. It says dead, but I'm assuming it's dear. I am writing to you, or is that a threat? Once more, due to some conflict with my friends. How loose/tight should trousers be? Loose enough to conceal an array of foods for the cinema, or tight enough to leave little to the imagination? Well, I think this might be shit vibes.
Now, do you want to answer or shall I?
You start while I formulate my thoughts.
I think that it all depends on circumstances. So if you're going on a date, perhaps. If you're a gay, are you a gay?
I think we can safely assume he's a gay.
Okay. If you're a gay and you're going out with another gay to a bar for a date or something.
A bit full on, but alright.
Right.
Yeah.
Then maybe a little bit of tightness in that trout.
Huh?
Well, we all like to see a thigh.
A hint of mint.
You know.
Yeah.
We all like to see a lolly.
A lally.
We all
Lally.
like to see a bunch. I've had a bunch on that. That's Palone, by the way.
I'd show you mine, right?
Please look at the bulge.
Yeah.
And lallies means legs.
I'd show you my lallies right now, but I've not got tights on. It's
However,
like the Forest of Dean.
If you're trying to save money and you're going to the cinema, and you don't want to spend the £18 for a bag of popcorn in there, then maybe a loose trout. Maybe a trout that's tight at the top but loose from the knee to the ankle, where you can wear a bicycle clip to keep your goodies in, whack your popcorn and your vegan chocolate down there, and then you're still showing off your nice bits, but you've got storage in your shins.
I like that. And if you haven't got a bicycle clip, you could use that that Scottish poet, couldn't you? Rubber band. Robbie Burns. But no, I think, wear what you feel comfortable in, my darling. I will just say this to you, because you know what? Maybe you've got a lovely pair of legs. I've got them myself. Again, I'm not showing them right now. I have to maintain my feminine mystique. But I will say this. Don't matter what your body looks like, if it's desirable, if it's quote-unquote not desirable, you don't owe anybody your body.
Oh no!
If you want to wear something tight and show it off, do that. If you don't, don't.
We've had another one, haven't we?
Have we? Yeah. Oh, this is serious.
This is a controversial one.
Yeah.
This is from our lovely friend, Anonymous, up in the land of the Scots, where men are men, and I wish they'd lift their kilts more. What did he ask?
He said, is it true that carrots can help you see in the dark? Unprovoked. Apropos of nothing.
Now, here's a big one for you. No, it's not. Carrots do nothing for your eyesight. Very good. Full of vitamins. And there's a couple of minerals in there, and they're very nice roasted with a nice bit of maple syrup, or agave nectar.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Bit of hummus. Carrots.
Oh, raw.
Yes. Bit of crunch.
So always eat your carrots and look after your eyesight, but not with carrots.
Yeah. And if you need to see in the dark, if you've got a phone, little torch on there, save yourself the bother. Whack your torch on. There you go.
What does it say on there, my husband?
Stop at once, we hate you. No, 2844. It beeth.
Oh, right.
It slipped into a new clip.
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Which means it's about to stop.
Okay.
And we'll have to start it again. So we'll do this. There you go. Start again. Yeah, see what we did there? This is just our little goodbye segment now. We'd like to say that if you do want to get in touch with us to sort out one of your problems for you, even if the problem's under your skirt or in your trousers, we're happy to deal with that.
We are.
If you're not confident to post your thing down there, so everyone knows it's you, message us anonymously. You can do it on Twitter, on Facebook, or on Instagram. We'll put all three of our social medias down there under the event, the aforementioned event.
Oh, bunny, she better do.
But we'll sort all your problems with no shame, us two.
No, not at all.
Two northern lasses, aren't we?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Are you liking the Wonder Woman vibe today, by the way, that Miasma's got going on?
In no tights, fighting for your right.
She went backyard before spinning.
I went for ages.
So hard.
I was stuck on that clothesline.
Anyway, eventually this happened, so I was glad of that.
This is the star we lost, you see, from the EU flag.
Oh, that projection on the white cliffs.
It was horrible.
Here's
that,
our
wasn't it?
star look after it for us.
Made me fill up, if I'm honest.
Made me cry my eyes
Yeah.
out. Hey, anyway, moving on.
We're young, we're coy, we're not always full of joy, but we'll always keep it real.
Here we are in Little Britain, at the table, sat and sitting, talking to you and solving problems.
Everything but shitting.
It's been hard being a mother.
I'm really sorry.
Breath corpse.
Ooh, smooth.
Right, come on, let's
Right.
end this malarkey.
Right.
We want to thank you very, very much for watching, of course.
Absolutely, and do come back again soon.
Yeah, I love this.
Okay.
I do. And you know what's really nice is these really match this.
Yeah, for a change, because normally I'm like, that's blue, that'll do.
And I like this and all.
Do you like
Have you
it?
been swimming in it?
No, I haven't.
I
This
would.
was £2 in a charity shop, this, but it was originally not.
Why don't you go swimming in it?
Am I?
I know you've got your little love handbag.
With love heart tights.
She's a girl. Right, we'll get off. We hope we've brought you a little bit of joy amongst all the horror.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's been some bloody horror, hasn't there, this last couple of weeks.
Horror.
And no doubt there'll be more. And we'll try and deal with it with a pretty face, a bare lipstick, a boob, and a smile. Because it's rude not to. Oh, wait! No.
No.
Before we go, can I just show you, just very briefly, why I'm not so keen on Boris Johnson? This was him yesterday at a press conference. You know, the one where he tried to exclude a load of left-wing media? But look at him.
Well, welcome.
Prancing like a tit gibbon in a once shiny monkey shed. Brush your hair!
We used to lock people like him up. I don't say it was right, but it was convenient.
He doesn't even brush his hair.
I know. When I go to all this effort and you do, look at that coiffure.
Leader of a country.
Yeah.
Can't brush your hair. Even Trump brushes his hair.
It's still shit,
And
but
he's
at least it's brushed.
Far more Cheeto-like than you. I mind you, you're a cheater, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mind you, so's he.
I think Boris is the Bob version though. He's like the Cheetos is like the American brand, like the proper one. He's a what's it?
No, he's a Poundland version.
Poundland. No diss to Poundland. We love a Poundland.
We love a Poundland, but he is Poundland Trump anyway. We've said enough. We've possibly said too much.
What about the Poundland version? It'd be called Who Is It? What's it? That's the proper brand. Who Is It? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm just.
Are you lactating again?
I always am. Whenever she comes near, I had to rip her off at 18.
Cabbage leaves down there. Since the boat that I row.
Right, we're going. No, we're definitely going now. So try you.
Try you.
From my lovely daughter and me, we look forward to having your problems that we can sort out for you, and we look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks' time. Until then, be excellent to yourselves and each other. Oh, that match was so bitter. Nice though.
Look at all these bits in the bottom.
Read them.
And we think,